Welcome to the CrossFit Max podcast.
What is going on, team? And thank you for tuning in to the final episode of 2025. We're doing a recap, unfiltered, uncensored version of what CrossFit Max has gone through over 2025. So we hope that you enjoy it, and let's not waste any time. Let's get straight to it. Let's freaking do this. Last one of the year. 3, 2, 1.
What is going on, folks?
Oh, Jesus. We're off to a terrible start. No, I'm just kidding.
Welcome back to the podcast.
Take it away, my love. Do the intro.
That's all I got.
All right, folks. It's the last podcast of
I
the
have
year.
the giggles.
You got the giggles? That's good. That's good.
I'm just full of joy.
Full of joy on this. Well, I'm recording this on December 30th, but that's really freaking crazy. There's only one more day left.
2025.
2025.
If you could give 2025 one word.
Oh, jeez.
Describe 2025 in one word.
Emotional.
Aww.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one.
That would be my word for 2025.
2025.
What about you?
If I could define 2025 in one word, I feel like it was evolution
Wow.
for me.
I love it.
Let's get into it.
We're going to do a unique podcast today. We're going to talk a lot about like a kind of a mix of our personal life and also our business, which
is CrossFit Max.
Is CrossFit Max, obviously. But they intertwine each other so much.
We can't actually separate the two.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely do our best to separate the two. But we're going to talk.
I do successfully separate the two. You, on the other hand, needs work.
We are going to talk about the behind the scenes stuff around CrossFit Max and around what it's been like. A
recap of 2025. I feel like a lot of things went down this year in our community. Positive, negative, all the things.
Yeah, it's been.
And I feel that right now that we've come out the other end. And so it feels like more an appropriate time to talk about it.
Yeah, we're doing like an unfiltered episode.
It's easier to go back and talk. Sorry, I interrupted you. I cut you off like I always do. I'm so sorry. But like, I feel like when you have fully healed from a situation and we're going into the new year, it feels like it's more appropriate now to just like have a little bit of a chit chat with our peeps about what was 2025.
Yeah, 2025 was
emotional.
Yeah, emotional. So many highs, so many lows.
Big lows.
Big lows, but also very big highs.
Mega highs, the highest highs we've had so far.
Yeah, I feel like this year was a lot of change. We did a lot of change in our personal life.
Yep.
We did a lot of change in our business life.
Yep.
We've had to do a lot of reflection. We've had to do a lot of like
hard things.
Yeah, we had to do a lot of like difficult we've had to make difficult decisions. But yeah, I mean, in terms of like being the owners of a gym, there was like a lot of changes that were made this year.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of our listeners are CrossFit Max members, and they know some of the changes that have gone on. But a lot of our listeners are now not CrossFit Max members, which is cool. So they'll get a little bit of insight on behind the scenes stuff that they don't even know that they're listening to halfway across the world.
I feel like if I was listening to this episode, I would find it interesting to peel back and see behind the curtain of like because there's so much that goes on in running a business beyond just like making sure that the place is clean and the coaches are on time and that the equipment is functional and the workouts are good. Mm-hmm. Like that's arguably the easiest part about owning the gym.
Yeah. I agree. By far.
By far. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do a recap of 2025.
Well, 2025 was our third
year of business.
I mean, we opened in August, so it was mostly our third year
going into our fourth year.
Yeah, of owning the gym.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, we're a lot more established. We have systems in place that we've kind of worked around over the first couple of years to get the business operating.
Yeah.
And we were kind of at a point in our, I guess both our business and our life, where we're a little bit more stagnant and not necessarily growing and developing.
Yeah, like the first 2 years we were growing a lot.
Yeah.
And then after we hit that 2-year marker, we were just sort of getting by. Like the business wasn't failing at all, but we were not really seeing growth.
Yeah.
And we were not really taking home the income that we wanted to be taking home.
Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, like, people don't realize this, but
we're
as
the
the
last
business
ones to get
owners,
paid.
yeah, exactly. As the business owners, like, everything you do to get this business up and running at the beginning, in terms of like business loans and in terms of
Personal loans.
the expenses to run the business, like, this is like all on you. Like, how the business goes, like, we were fully invested in this, and it's not like you're working for a company and you have a guaranteed salary at the end of the day. It's like what the business brings home is, and then, you know, minus all the expenses and stuff, then you get to take.
Yeah, and something I feel like that we should be proud of, and that maybe some people don't know, is that like Brandon and I did this all by ourselves.
Yeah.
We didn't have a secret investor of any kind. We didn't have any handout given to us. We got our own loan from the bank, and the rest of the financing came from our personal savings.
Yeah.
All of it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like, if like you're listening to this, I ask that you guys put yourself in a situation where you're the business owner.
Yes.
And then how your business does is how your life,
how you feed your family.
Exactly. Is how your life runs, essentially.
And also, like, at the beginning of 2025, when the gym was, getting by, but not growing. I was still on maternity leave. Tommy was really small still. And CrossFit Max was our only income.
Yep.
And
I mean, CrossFit Max was our only income for years.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that, like, you know, there was a lot of times people who do these types of things and they're married, like one partner has like a nice, steady, stable income that can at least feed the family in the meantime while the business is getting up and running. And like, we didn't have that. And we don't really have that now. I do have another job now, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah. So at the beginning of the year, we were actually started the year at the end of January. We went, or middle of January?
January 19th, I think.
Yeah, middle of January. We got to head on over to this lovely country.
Oh, we almost made a whole episode without talking about it.
Called Australia.
What?
And
the best country in the whole world.
We left for 4 weeks, which was
the longest.
Unreal. Yeah. Your parents do their annual trip down there, and we decided to take an extended vacation because
I was on maternity leave.
Yeah, because you were
we
on
had a
mat leave.
6-month-old baby.
Yeah.
And you had, since I had given birth, taken less than 2 weeks off.
It's true. Yep.
Like most parents in Canada, okay, most parents in Canada, like at least the dad gets like a minimum of a month, if not way more than that, off. And you literally didn't even take 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And we had a small baby at home, and you're used to having me working with you, and I wasn't working with you. So not only did you not only take 2 weeks, you had doubled your workload overnight.
Yep.
So you deserved a fucking break.
Yeah. So we decided to take off to Australia for 4 weeks.
Yes.
And that was just an incredible trip. We didn't get much sleep because of little T, but it was a very beautiful
he was in
trip.
Full wake up every 2 hours mode.
Yeah.
For that whole trip.
But it was incredible, life-changing for sure, like getting that experience. And I think I took the first week
fully off.
I was like, I need to dedicate at least 7 days where I'm not doing anything for work. So I'd like pre-programmed all the workouts, all my clients and everything like that.
Yeah.
Social media posts scheduled and all those things. And I just took 7 days completely off, and then I just worked remote for the last 3 weeks, which was needed. And in that time, being away, we had come back, and we had kind of come back to a little bit of a situations kind of happening where behind the scenes things were not super great. We just came back to a lot of issues. Yeah. Essentially.
Yeah. But clients had reached out to us while we were away, expressing concerns about certain things, and we can feel very quickly the state of the business because we can count how many members we have. Yeah. It's quite easy.
Yeah.
It's very tangible.
Typically for the CrossFit, I don't want to generalize and say all fitness, but I would say probably most fitness gyms, things like that, have a nice pickup of memberships in the months of in the months of October. Oh. So towards the end of the year, like kids go back to school, parents want routine, things like that. So maybe September, October, November are typically really good months for us and most CrossFit gyms. And I would just say probably gyms in general. And so towards the end of 2024, we had a decent amount of like free trials come through, but our membership was not growing. Right. And so 2024 did not end the way we were hoping it was going to end. And there were issues that kind of led from 2024 into 2025. Right. And then as we came back, those issues tended to continue
more intense because we weren't here.
Exactly. And then there's also another pickup in the months of like January, February for gyms, especially more in February because we're not like a $10 buzz fit. So people don't like join January 1st. I want to do this big
I feel like
transition
February
of life.
People have kind of like recovered from the holidays and like, okay, fine, I have to get into it.
Exactly. So like January, February, March is like really good months for CrossFit gyms as well. And so when we got back in February, like those problems continued and started to escalate a little bit more. And we had to make several decisions because the gym, like we said earlier, was stagnant. And then there was a lot of issues that were going on. I just want to
say like the biggest issue that we're talking about here, I feel like we're dancing around it a little bit, is people were coming to try the gym. So we were getting hot leads coming in to try the gym, and they weren't signing up.
Exactly. Yeah.
That was like the core issue.
Exactly. Yeah.
Is we were getting all these great leads like you would in November, December, February, whatever. All these great leads coming in, random people we never met before, coming to the gym for the first time and never coming back.
Exactly. Yeah. Which is tough because every member every lead that doesn't get converted into a member, you're talking about a lot of money lost, a lot of money in terms of like being able to handle the business revenue. You're talking about salaries at the end of the day. You're talking about, your employees' salaries at the end of the day, like we have employees that work for us. So a lot of money was lost during that time period. And, as the business owner, you have to try to fix like these core issues that are going on. Right. And we did that, right? We tried to do that for many months. And then essentially we had the CrossFit Open, which is like the best time of the year, which the 2026 CrossFit Open is coming up in about 2 months from now, almost
Yeah.
exactly 2 months to the date. Actually, it's at the very end of February, the last weekend of February. So we're talking about 2 months from now that the CrossFit Open is starting, which is epic.
So cool.
Which is like the best time for communities to come together, to rally together, to showcase
all your hard work.
Yeah, well, to showcase all your hard work, but showcase on a community level that health and fitness is meant to be a priority in life.
Yeah.
And on a community level, you're talking about gyms that have, let's say, a couple hundred people, right? Our gym's just over 100. Some gyms have 300 plus members.
Yeah.
But you're talking about a time where hundreds of thousands of people worldwide come together to showcase this like message that health is really important.
Yeah, and also one of the things I love about the Open is also how accessible it is. Like it has evolved over the years, and now it is not just like a chance to bring people together and talk about health and fitness, but it's to show that anyone, this is like a common reoccurring theme that we have, but like anyone can, if they want to do CrossFit, can do CrossFit and can, participate in this sort of worldwide fitness
event. It's global.
Event.
It's the biggest global fitness event in the world.
So CrossFit Open happened.
CrossFit Open starts. And in the meantime, fire is happening behind us.
Yeah.
The community is getting together. We're rallying the community, and there is just fires being trying to be put out everywhere.
Yeah, I feel like that's something that's so hard as like a business owner, is that you want to shelter your community from the tough things that are happening behind the scenes, because it's like this is their happy place.
Yeah.
And
this needs to be everyone's best hour of the day.
And the most important thing to Brandon and I is like that Max's legacy lives on, and that every person that walks inside this building, Max being our golden retriever who unfortunately passed away, but his legacy is really like CrossFit Max is like you walk in, you are greeted with joy and happiness and community, and you feel like you belong and you feel important because you are important to us. And, it's our job as the business owner to make sure that every single person, every single time they walk in the door is having that experience.
Yep.
And in order to kind of keep that dream alive, even when we're having really difficult conversations and difficult things happening behind closed doors, we would try our best to shelter the community from how tough things were for us.
Yeah. So during that time, we had to make some like difficult like staff changes, and that was probably one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life.
I would say it's up there. Yes.
Yeah. So we made some staff changes, which was
heartbreaking.
Really, really tough. I mean, we're very community based here. So anytime you do something of that drastic change, like it affects more than just one or two people. Like it affects the entire community.
Yeah. And it was like, it was emotional for everybody.
For sure.
It was extremely emotional for you and I, which was hard because we didn't really feel that it was appropriate for us to discuss our emotions, because it wasn't about us, like our personal emotions.
Yeah.
In that time, it was also like in terms of timing, it felt like a horrible time because we were in the middle of this big community building time during the Open, and so in a time when we're all coming together, it was like difficult for this big change to happen.
Yeah.
The reality was on our side, maybe there, like we can't go back and change it.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know how much I want to go into it.
Well, no, I mean, the situation had happened. We made the call. We had to put the business owner hat on and not the
friend hat.
Not the friend hat. We had to make a really, really difficult decision.
Yeah.
And that affected us, that affected the business, that affected our community, that affected every element of our life. And it was a tough decision that we made.
It was very hard.
And
at the time, I think it was the first time ever together where we were having conversations of like, oh no, did we make the right choice? Did, like up until that decision that we've done, up until then in our business, Brandon and I have always been like ultra confident.
Yeah.
Like very optimistic, big believers in like everyone was telling us no and we would be like, yes. Mm-hmm. And I think this was the first moment where we were kind of like, holy crap, like maybe this wasn't the right choice. And we were having difficult conversations, and we were having lots of difficult conversations with lots of members of our community.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of people like came up to me and asked to talk to me. They didn't understand because they don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Yeah. And obviously they still will never know what's going on behind the scenes.
It wouldn't be appropriate.
Exactly. Yeah. But there was changes that were made that affected so many different people, and a lot of people voiced their opinions. Some I had great conversations with, others I was spoken to or written to in different ways.
Got some hurtful things said to us and written to us, and I don't think any adult should speak to other adults that way, and we pride ourselves on never going that low, at least.
Yeah. And and yeah, so that was like maybe one of the hardest decisions I've had to make. Actually, the hardest business decision I've had to make, and maybe one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make as an adult, because at that point, like,
we didn't have a plan B.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it wasn't like, okay, let's do this,
we didn't
and
have
then
time
we
to
have
get
like a solution after. Like, there was no like pre-decided like plan. It was like, this is like a shit situation. Mm-hmm. This is what needs to be done. And then you got to live with that decision and you got to move on. Right?
Yeah. And I feel like it put us back many months in our gym progress.
Yeah.
And I think something that is great to have in hindsight is that like you really do have to sometimes make tough decisions in the moment when you don't know for sure the outcome, because you have to really trust your vision.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, you have this vision at the beginning and you have to stay strong to it. You really have to stay strong to the vision. It's kind of it's this weird thing, I think this year was a major, the biggest change I made was when you start a gym. I'm this CrossFit coach. I love coaching CrossFit.
Yeah.
I love to be on the floor. I love to cheer people. I love to teach people how to move. I just love everything about the coaching element. Mm-hmm. And that's, maybe you guys don't hear this, but I'm so deep into the gym ownership and the gym management world. But a lot of people start as coaches and then they open up their gym not realizing that you're not a CrossFit coach anymore. You're a business owner. Like, you are the owner of this gym, and you have to make sure that this gym succeeds because your life depends on it.
Absolutely.
You have employees that depend on you. You have a community that's depending on you. Like, you have a lot of different things. And you open up this gym and I'm like, woohoo, like, you get to invest in all this equipment and it's brand new and it's so fun, and you get to create I get to create this space, like, where's the rig gonna go, and which equipment are we gonna buy, and like all these like fun things. And now I get to program from a group level, so how is the workouts gonna look, and how am I gonna do my social media? Like, everything is so fun at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then I was coaching like crazy at the beginning, like
literally
far too
every
many
hour.
Hours. Yeah. Sometimes 6 a.m. and finishing at 7 p.m. at night, But then as time goes on, you have to realize that, hey,
it's not sustainable to do it that way.
It's not sustainable to do that. You have other responsibilities, other hats to be worn.
Yeah.
Or to be worn, excuse me. And then you have this business that needs to grow here. Right. So the biggest difference this year, the biggest thing that I realized is that I had to step slightly away from being
The
this
primary coach.
this like CrossFit coach, where it was like, okay, the business is called CrossFit Max, but really people were dependent on Brandon being the coach. Like when
Absolutely.
I go to CrossFit Max, it's like I go get coached by Brandon. And that's just not sustainable from my side of things, because there's so many things behind the scenes that I can't coach 20 to 30 hours per week and grow the business and do the marketing and run all the admin stuff. And Susie's on mat leave and we're growing our family. And it's just like, it's not possible.
No.
So there was like this deep reflection, I guess, after the open. I mean, Susie and I went back to coaching most of the classes.
That was hard because we still had a small baby at home. Like I said, we lost a member of our staff, and we didn't have like somebody to replace that person
Exactly.
in our community yet. So or in our world yet. We just knew that we needed to find another person.
Yeah.
And in order to create space for the right fit for our community, and we wanted to make sure this time around that we were ultra mindful about who we brought on as a coach.
Yeah.
So we were kind of like, we sat down with each other and we're like, this is it. Like, we got to just, it's not going to be forever, but we have to go back to just how it was at the beginning. And primarily, I mean, we had other coach. We had Daphne coaching.
Daphne came on.
Daphne stepped up big time
but
too.
as you guys heard from a couple episodes ago, if you haven't, go back and listen to her podcast because it was awesome. But Daphne's young. Daphne's new into coaching.
Yeah,
It's
so
not-
she needs her hand. She especially then needed her hand held a little bit still.
Yeah.
So
This
it was
is
really
like-
me and Brandon who
this
were
is like
coaching primarily.
This is month 3 of like Daphne coaching, by the way. So she's like she's 17 years old.
yeah.
She's young. She's brand new into coaching. And you know, in hindsight, something that we didn't talk about in her podcast is that like, I feel like a lot of people judged her at that early stages because of this staff change.
Yeah.
You know, and
Like,
I
why
felt
did
like,
we lose that member? And now we're putting a lot of responsibility on a young girl, and maybe she can't handle the pressure or whatever.
Exactly, yeah. Which I felt was like like it sucked for Daphne as well. Like she like when she talked about like people.
I touched
not
on it a
believing
little
her.
bit
Yeah.
last week. Yeah.
Like I feel like she stepped up big in those moments where she didn't let that noise get to her. But yeah, so I forgot what I was saying, but the biggest change was, you know, we had to go through all the like so many hours of coaching again, and it was like this deep reflection of like, okay, how is the future of CrossFit Max going to look, and how are we going to build
We want to skyrocket our
this
business,
epic
grow
gym?
It. Yeah.
And what are other gym owners, like successful gym owners, doing around the world, right? Around North America, around the world, and what is allowing them to break through that plateau, and what are the systems that I need to put in place so that we can grow,
yeah,
into like a major gym, you know,
yeah,
not a small business, but not,
we don't have small dreams.
Exactly, yeah. So, you know, it was a little chaotic. We stumbled upon Coach Dom, which was freaking awesome. He was
Dom.
one of our big steps to moving towards that vision that we had.
He just represents that golden retriever energy, that high quality coaching, all the things that we were looking for in a teammate.
Yep. So bringing on Coach Dom was a fantastic addition to 2025. And then like the big thing that I realized is that I could not be the face. I could not be the face of the coach, like the head coach that CrossFit Max once had, right? What I needed to do is I needed to find the right staff and the right coaches to be able to fill in the schedule that are giving a great quality coaching to our athletes, that are bringing the community together, while I can do the things to help elevate the gym to the next level, to be able to get new leads, to be able to convert those leads. to be able to grow the community, to be able to provide lots of value, to be able to add these types of things, to be able to help with the coaching development side so that everyone is more on the same level and everything like that. So after the Open, we had Coach Dom join the team, which was freaking awesome. And Dom is studying to become a physiotherapist, and this is something that he wants to do long term.
Right.
I'm really looking forward to his evolution of what like the coaching physiotherapy blend is going to look like.
Mm-hmm.
But bringing him on board was great. And then eventually, like, I think it was later in the summertime. Was it later summer? I can't remember exactly. It's got to be later summertime that we had Alana come on.
Fall? I feel like it was recent.
I think maybe late summer, early fall, we had Coach Alana join us, who I've known Alana for
many years,
10 years now. And she joined, or she started CrossFit roughly when I started. No, maybe it's a couple years after I started. But it was at a gym that I was working out at, and I got to meet her there, and she was starting her CrossFit journey.
Yeah.
And then we've kind of like stuck in each other's lives throughout the time. Like she supported our old internet.
Our Blossom Yoga. She was coming to our online yoga classes during the pandemic. Yeah. I feel like Alana has like been sort of like thread in our lives very subtly for many, many, many years. When I got pregnant with Tommy, she gave us tons of like baby stuff.
Yeah. I mean, she would come and do drop-ins here and there. So that was really nice for her to, and like she was doing it from a support, like, oh, I'm in the area, like I'll just come in and come work out, but it was kind of like periodically, like once a year, every few months, we'd see her here and there. And anyway, she had started coaching CrossFit just over a year ago. And she had mentioned she was just talking about coaching and stuff, and I kind of just probed her mind a little bit. And Alana doesn't live near the gym. Like she lives
in Hudson.
Yeah, exactly, in Hudson. Yeah, which is like
30 minutes
on a good day, 30 minutes, I guess. Like no traffic, but sometimes you get traffic. It's a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
So she doesn't live really close, and I kind of just poked at her a little bit and got her interest, and she has been fully on board here. She she's doing her nutrition cert right now, her precision nutrition. She has a passion, and she wants to develop
like contagious energy.
Mm-hmm, she has all the characteristics of a top quality coach. Like absolutely. I'm very excited for her future and stuff. And she's also very hungry to learn. She's doing all these extra courses on the side behind the scenes. And she's awesome.
Also, we took Justin back on board as a coach.
Justin came back, which was awesome. He had a coaching hiatus.
Full disclosure, we reached out to him when we were kind of, Brandon and I were drowning, and we were like, everybody loves you. You know the community. You live and breathe CrossFit Max Vision. We trust you already, like, with everything. And, we could really use somebody with your skill in our coaching staff again. Mm-hmm. So that was so good. He came back, and I think he was missing it a little bit. He had kind of, he has a full-time job outside of coaching, so he doesn't have a ton of time to give us. But I think he was missing it a little bit. So it was kind of a mutually beneficial arrangement. It gave us one evening where we can sometimes, every once in a while, eat dinner as a family.
Yeah. Having Justin come back was awesome. And
I love being coached by him.
Yeah, so that was kind of like the big steps for me to get awesome coaches, building a team, unified, running the business. We had to make some new systems in place for onboarding clients. Yeah. So new leads come in, what happens, what do they do? We've tested things out over the last few months. Yeah. Which has been interesting. We've done some new things that even myself, like I've hired a mentor, like a coach for myself, for many years.
You're practicing what you preach.
For the better part of a decade, I've told people that, hey, having a coach in fitness and CrossFit and also in running is going to be the
key to success
for you to be able to be consistent, for you to learn how to move properly, for you to bring out the right intensity, like all of these things a coach brings out in you. And of course, you're paying for a premium to having a CrossFit coach, right? It's not a buzz fit. You don't just go by yourself and pay, I don't know, $20-$30 a month. Like, you're paying a top-notch premium to come to a CrossFit gym because there's a coach on the floor there.
And you're going to get sick coaching.
Yeah, you're going to get sick coaching. You're going to learn how to move. You're going to, build you're going to hit PRs and milestones that you never thought you could, right? Yeah. So for years, I was like, I'm telling
everyone to hire a coach.
To do that, hire a coach for the fitness side of things. Why am I not doing this
for the
from a business
development side
exactly
of things?
So went out, hired a business coach, and that's been one of the biggest game changers I've had for the last few months.
And it's kind of like you're living the reality of what you preach, because the business coach is a very expensive investment that we took a chance on.
Yeah.
Just like we ask our people to trust us with their money here.
Exactly.
We're gonna give you your money's worth. Well, It's the same thing. You're paying a pretty penny for your coach.
Yeah.
However,
well, it's kind of the same.
You're making that investment.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like what we tell everyone. Like, sure, you could look at it as an expense, or you can look at it as an investment. And if that value, that money that you're paying, brings you a lot of value, then it's not an expense, it's an investment.
Absolutely.
Right?
Like, the investment in CrossFit is investing in being able to live a long and healthy life and be able to be independent through your old age and all the kinds of things. We go on and on and on about it. And the investment in a business coach, it's the same thing. It's creating the life that we've dreamed of for ourselves and things like that.
Yeah. And it's interesting, like, he's like having that person to bounce off these ideas and to have that like direction and to have someone who's done it with not just their own several gyms, but that they also mentor many other gyms around. Like, to me, that was just a huge game changer. And just having those little moments with them to be like, hey, like, your primary job is not to coach people. Like, your primary job is to grow the membership, to be able to support your staff, to be able to support your family, to be able to cover the expenses for the gym, to have a community that's thriving, community that's happy, and things like that. So having that mentor to just bounce off these ideas and for him to be able to keep my head in the direction of focus and growing the business and things like that.
And
such a game changer.
It's working.
Yeah.
In the same timeline of all of this happening, I have taken a massive step away from the business.
Exactly, yeah.
It's not weird. I left the business and now the business is booming.
I see where the issue is.
It was me. I'm the problem.
Yeah. You're the coaching staff we're talking about.
No, I feel like, if I want to be like super raw with my podcast listeners, I feel like, I'm going to cry.
Why?
I feel like I got a big scare this summer. I'm sorry to cry, everybody. But like, it was so scary when we made that choice. And we lost a lot of members.
Yeah.
People left our gym because they were pissed at us. And we had to stand in our, what at the time felt like our mess, and build ourselves back up. And I got scared because I was like, this is how we feed our family. I haven't cried about this in a long time.
Yeah.
Cried about this a lot at the time. Anyways, I got scared. And I felt like the best thing that I could do for our family was go get a different job. So that we could be sure we were going to get a paycheck every 2 weeks. Because there were a lot of weeks where we didn't get a paycheck.
Yeah.
And now we have a small child, and like, it's our responsibility to make sure he has what he needs. And so I decided that like the best thing that I could do for our family was just go get another job. And honestly, I feel like it's been really good for our family. I feel like it's been good for our relationship. And it took a little bit of the pressure off of CrossFit Max financially. Because they didn't have to pay to, either me at all and you were never getting paid.
Yeah.
But I was able to go and get a job, and I mean, super nice. My best friend, who's a dentist, was like, we're just so happy to be hiring at our clinic, and we're looking for a receptionist. And I was like,
right
I could do
next door
that.
as well.
It's like less than a kilometer away. I get to work 4 days a week, which is great, and I really like it. I'm enjoying it. I get to use my brain. Any mom who knows what it's like having been at home with your baby for a year, it feels fantastic to talk to adults and drink your coffee hot in whatever. So I started working at a little dental clinic as a dental receptionist, and it's been really nice. I feel like I'm learning a lot of new things. I feel like I'm using the skills that I have of being personable.
Yeah, you've taken a lot of the skills that you've learned over here. And sometimes this is a big frustration at your work because you sometimes have some of the answers to some of their issues, but
right, but there's corporate tape.
Exactly. Yeah.
I hate corporate tape.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
like also it was good for our relationship
because
for the last 7 years we had done everything together. We had run an online business together. We had run a gym together.
Yeah.
We have coached together. We had worked out together. We were living together. It was 24/7 of us always being together and facing the challenges that we faced this year together. It's like every moment you're just always together, and it's emotionally draining sometimes, and
absolutely
and
it's hard to switch from business partner.
Disconnect between work and life, it makes it even harder. So being able to just go home and just talk about something else than businesses.
Now I can talk to you about the work drama for my work.
Exactly. Yeah.
It doesn't impact your day.
Exactly.
It's just entertainment for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was nice for our relationship to give us a little bit of space. Like normal people, they go off and work and then they come home to each other at night and they download each other.
Yeah. So we hired these like wonderful coaches throughout this year. Daphne has really gained that confidence, and that she's still getting that knowledge, but she's done an incredible job. Justin came back. We made some like actual business changes in terms of like systems, like leads coming in and all that stuff. And we've hosted some like really, really incredible events. We did the Turn Up the Heat Volume 3. Was it 3? Yeah. Volume 3. We've done the breast cancer event. We've done neon workouts. We've done so many freaking cool events at the gym that have brought the community back together.
The Max Fit course.
The Max Fit course
so
that was
fun.
Early on.
Me, Malice, and Alexa crushed that.
Yeah, I mean, we also had a shout out to a lot of our community members for taking on like cool events. Like we had a lot of people do competitions. We had a lot of people do high rocks. We had a lot of people do races.
Yeah, Ironmans.
Yeah,
we had people doing
triathlons,
half marathons, full marathons. Like the CrossFit Max community are a fit bunch.
Yeah, we've had a lot of people this year start exercise. Period. Like a lot of people have gone from never exercising in their life to starting CrossFit.
That's crazy.
Which is super cool. And, towards the, after the summertime, like usually summer is the biggest dip of CrossFit memberships.
Yeah, it's normal.
People want to just spend more time outside and things like that.
Yeah, they're on vacation, whatever.
Yeah, vacations kick in. And, over these last few months, it's been October, November, December, and we have had this huge uptake of clientele.
The business is booming.
Our membership has grown to the highest it's ever been.
Hell yeah.
We're pushing over 130 members right now, and our objective is to get to 150. So we're doing all the things that allow us to get to the next level. We have we're always reinvesting back into the business, sometimes a little bit more than Susie would like.
Always more than Susie would like. But you guys are lucky because Brandon makes the last call decision on those things. Like
even on Boxing Day, we got some dumbbells ordered.
Brandon 60s, does this little head shake, 60s, and I wish it was visual right now because 80s, anytime he gets excited, he goes
90s. and 100 pounds. So we'll now have every 10-pound increment from 10 pounds all the way to 100.
Damn.
Which I'm excited. We should be getting that soon.
Can't wait to use those hundies.
New barbells. We got new plates. We got new
cardio
ergs,
machines.
right? Our community was growing so much that the 4 of each erg was not enough. So we got a 5th one. We got a 5th row, ski, and bike. What else did we got? Some new plates, barbells. Man, I feel like there was...
We updated this office over here.
Yeah,
we got upgraded our podcast studio.
Yeah. There's been so many like just fun upgrades that we have worked on. And unfortunately, can't tell you any spoilers, but we got some really, really fun plans for 2026.
Yo, 2026 is going to be crazy.
Yeah, 2026, we got some big plans, folks. Big plans.
The biggest plans we've had since the day we opened here.
I agree. That's a good way of saying it.
Okay, something that, because I feel like I was all emotional and sad, and I'm fine now. Now, we talked about how we made like such a rough decision this year, and I felt like it would have been weird to recap the year without touching on it. Mm-hmm. But something that I think that we should tie the bow on that topic with is now standing on the 30th of December, looking back at what all the decisions we made this year. There was a lot of room for growth on both of our sides. Like, we learned so much about how we make our decisions, what types of decisions we make, and I think a lot of validation for both of us standing where we're standing now with the most members we've ever had in a gym that's thriving and growing with crazy plans for 2026 and for the years to come. I feel validated in the fact that as difficult as 2025 was, it was a necessary kind of detour in our progress to get us to where we are now. Yeah. And I think if anything, it gave me a lot more trust in our skills as business owners to be like, okay, we can do maybe the hard thing sometimes when we have the vision and it's going to lead us to where we want to go. Do you feel like that?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel, how could I say this? It's hard because, it was dark times, like Susie said, and you're trying to get your head above the water, and you're like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to.
I hope I see the light.
But then, and like, there is a human element. Like, we're in the relationship business, right?
Yeah,
here.
we're dealing with a lot of emotions. There's a human element,
and we're just like, we're feeling all the emotions, and then you have to stick to your vision. Like, you have to stick to the decisions you've made. You have to stick to your vision, and you have to believe it. And something that we're really good at is believing in that vision and believing in our mission. And our mission is really, really strong. And we do have a really cool vision for like this gym and this future of this gym. And looking back, like, you can't really focus on what's happened. You can only focus on what's forward. I think your dad has really taught me a lot about that.
In the process.
Yeah. And then you can take away from things that you have done, but you can't
dwell on them.
You just got to move forward. It's like, that has happened. Learn from it. Move on from it. And just keep plowing through here. And then that's what I think we did.
Keeping our eyes on the vision.
And it's like having that trust in yourself, which again, the emotional aspect is like, I don't know, like there was doubts, like you said, of like, can I make right decisions? And a lot of people in your ears and stuff, but you just have to like believe in yourself and like believe in that vision and just learn and keep moving forward. And at the end of the day, it's like, we have no other choice.
Absolutely. It's something I would gonna add to that, because you kind of hit on it with like having people in your ears. I think something too, a little bit like we talk about with Daphne, like, okay, we're adults, but we're quite young to be business owners. Yeah. Okay. And a lot of our members are older than us. And I think at sometimes, you know, I mean, we have lots of great mentors in our life, and we really love some trusted people giving us advice and things like that. But I think sometimes people think because we're young, we're not capable.
Sure. Yeah.
And I feel like I felt a little bit of a sense of that this summer, where people were kind of trying to give us advice that we actually didn't need or want. And I think that, you know, overcoming the year that we had just like solidifies that, like, we are grown-ups and able to make our business decisions.
Yeah, for sure.
And
well, it's hard for people to give advice when they don't know. They don't know the whole story. They don't know like the full picture.
Exactly.
It's like, you know, like we said earlier, I had some really, really great conversations with people. But Susie's not alluding to that. Susie's alluding to like some more of like advice that people gave to us. And like, it's hard to give advice on things that you don't know and you will never know behind the scenes. You know, there are lots of things.
No. I love having deep, meaningful conversations with people who care about us.
Yeah.
And I think you and I are both sponges in those types of situations. That's not what I'm referring to at all. I'm referring to unsolicited advice from people who don't have the full story, and
exactly,
and they try to use their age as a reason that their advice is legitimate.
Exactly, yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, for sure. Like, in hindsight, this whole year was like an emotional roller coaster, but just like any year that we've had, I think just like any year we've had, we've learned and we've continued to have that growth mindset. Like, that's
Absolutely.
What it's about. And that's how it is in CrossFit also. You're going to have highs, you're going to have lows. There's been many lows in my fitness journey.
Absolutely.
Over 13 years of doing CrossFit.
Absolutely.
There has been moments of like self-doubt, be like, do I just stop CrossFit? And like,
do I suck, or
do I just suck, or I haven't hit PRs in forever? And it's just like, and there are moments where people who are 3 years into CrossFit, like, will start to get to, you know, like, I'm kind of plateauing, or I haven't hit a PR in like 4 weeks, and before I used to PR every single week. It's like, you gotta work a little bit harder now that you've put in that work over the last 3 years.
Further and further apart.
Like,
those
before,
PRs.
the exponential growth was so quick at the beginning, but now you're 3 years in. You started thinking that was going to be given to you by just showing up, and now you got to work a little harder. Now your efforts got to go a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Before, you were just kind of squatting and learning how to squat, and it's like, no, now you got to suffer. Now you got to put those 2.5s on and go to that darker place to hit a 5x5 back squat so that you come out stronger on the other end. Before, just doing a 5x5 back squat was going to get you there. Was going to get you there, and now it's like, no, like, now you have numbers.
You've got to move the needle.
Now, you got to move the needle. You got to work on percentages maybe, and you got to dig deep, you know. But yeah, so it's like that. From our ownership stuff, we had a lot like life changes. We also like moved. We moved. We have a new home now. Like,
it's the best.
You got a new job. We've done so many like on
our kid has grown so much.
Like,
we went from starting the year with a baby to like a full child now.
Yeah, now he's talking and walking and running sometimes. And it's cool. Like, I am looking back at this year, I would say it was not the smoothest
Absolutely
that I would have loved for it to be. But in the end, like, I'm very proud of our year, and I'm very proud of the growth that we've had as business owners. I'm very proud of our year that we've hit from our relationship.
Absolutely.
I'm very proud of our year as parents.
Same.
Yeah.
Difficult roads lead to beautiful destinations.
I'm also very proud in our fitness. I feel like both of our fitness have never, I don't think I've been this fit before. You know,
me neither.
Maybe when I was like higher level competing in CrossFit, I was maybe just a little bit CrossFit fit, but I mean, talking about like overall fitness, like running, mobility.
I'm 1,000,000% the fittest I've ever met in my whole life right now.
Yeah, you are for sure. But
why'd you say for sure like that?
I mean, this is the most you've ever trained, you know? So like, we're the fittest we've probably been.
All
we're the
in
healthiest.
Amongst all of this, you know? Like, all, you know, there's just so many people who we'll never let go of this poor guy who came in and said he had a job so he couldn't join CrossFit. But
Yeah.
it's like,
Shout
you
out
go,
that guy in 2023.
shout out to that guy. But, you know, there's just so many reasons this year that we could have put our own personal fitness on the back burner, and we literally didn't. And so not only growing a business and growing a family and all these things.
I think we relied on CrossFit.
Yeah. There's a reason I was sending it so hard in the gym.
Yeah.
It definitely is an outlet for me.
I've
that's
lived
for
my
sure.
whole life with this mentality, the prove it wrong mentality. Prove them wrong. Prove them wrong. You know, like...
Here we are proving them wrong.
Yeah, like we're...
And also proving a lot of people right, because we have so many people cheering us on.
I think so too.
And those people are loud and special and important to us. It's just sometimes the negative voices are a little bit louder.
Especially in your brain.
Exactly.
But yeah, like
especially the ones in your brain.
2025, some incredible people came into our life. There's so many beautiful people that came into our gym and have made this like insane lifestyle change.
I love all our members so much. I feel like they're like my children.
The beautiful thing about this year was, in one moment, was that holiday party.
Oh my God.
Like that was
a dream we've talked about for years. Yeah,
before we even opened the gym, and to be able to have 66 people show up at Pigeon Cafe, to be able to have that fun night was, for some people it might be just like so minuscule. It might be like, oh well, you just had people go to a restaurant and stuff, but it's like, no, like we rented out the first floor of Pigeon Cafe. We had the bar for us. We had like a 3-course meal set up for us. We
paid for a third of it.
Yeah, we paid a huge chunk of it. Like it was something that we really, really wanted to have one day, and that's just a step in the direction of what we're trying to accomplish here.
I hope in 5 years from now we're paying for 100% of it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like that's the goal.
Like our goal
we want to celebrate our people.
Is to celebrate our community and to have like that legacy of Max live on, you know, that like every time someone comes here, they're freaking amped up. They're excited. They're greeted with the best welcome ever. They're like at home, like wanting to come to the gym because of the people that are here. You know, like all of like, it's cool now. I feel like in our now 4th year of business, I feel like a lot of like, maybe this word, it sounds bad, but like cliques, you know, like there's the 6 a.m. group, you know, like
groups, not cliques, groups.
Like the 6 a.m.
It's not a cliquey gym.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean like that 6 a.m. squad is forming. Tight. And it's like, it's cool.
They're buds.
There's the 9 a.m. There's, you know, like, the ones that I work with more is like the 5 p.m. crew, you know, like those girls at the 5 p.m.
The 5 p.m.
like,
gals.
Like you can see that there are like
real
these
relationships
really
forming.
Awesome relationships. Like parents are hanging out and their kids are hanging out as well, you know, like people are going to each other's houses and having dinner together and stuff.
One of the coolest things that happened this summer was the 5 p.m. girls going into a cottage and sending us like a selfie listening to the CrossFit Max podcast at dinner or something. And Brandon and I were like literally emotional about it.
So cool. Like just that element. Like I said, sometimes I just feel like I'm this silly little boy who just wanted to open up a gym just so people could work out.
You are,
and
but
at the end
with
of the
big
day,
vision.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, like you have real life things that happen, and you gotta make decisions, easy decisions, hard decisions. You gotta live with those decisions, and you just have to keep moving forward, keep your head up, and keep just delivering what we believe in.
Absolutely.
And what we believe in is CrossFit. And that's what we're going to continue to do. That's what we're going to continue to preach. That's what we're going to continue to talk about. And like the big thing about CrossFit is like every day you show up, and it's not like you're doing something easy. Like every day you're faced with a workout, which is an obstacle, and you and the teammates that are around you are all going to go through that together, and you're all going to come out better at the other end of that. And that's what this year has been like. We've faced obstacles, we've had to deal with them, we've come out on the other end stronger, better, fitter, healthier, etc. And I feel like that's a good way to recap how 2025 has gone.
And like, I just want to say a massive shout out to the extra supportive people who, were maybe a little bit more intimately aware of what was going on and were so supportive of us.
Yeah. We did it.
We did it. Guys, we did it. Leave that shit in 2025. Let's go 2026.
2026 is going to be
I love
a
an
big
even
year.
Yeah, Tommy was born in an even year.
Yeah. 2026 is going to be an epic year. Hopefully you guys are ready to absolutely crush it. Hopefully you guys are ready to start building momentum. But just remember, it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish, right? It's not about your goals that you start with in January. It's about how you finish the year
feeling.
Right? Yeah. You have to finish strong. So this might be an opportunity for you guys to reflect and be like, how did I start this year? How did I finish it? Did I accomplish some of the goals that I wanted to? It's okay if you didn't accomplish all of them, but did I accomplish some of them? Did I stay consistent? Did I have an impact on maybe my family or my friends or my colleagues on having that health and fitness influence? Did I push myself? Did I go to the gym when I didn't want to go to the gym? Did I get my steps in when I didn't want to get my steps in?
Did I lose the weight that I wanted to lose?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Or did I gain the weight I wanted to gain?
Yep. And reflect. Take that time. It's a good opportunity. It's still the holidays.
Yeah. I love the new year because it forces you to reflect whether you like it or not.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with setting new goals in January. In fact, I encourage you to set new goals in January.
We'll be talking about ours next week.
I feel like there's been like a culture of like,
People hate
January,
goal
it's the New Year's resolutioners, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, fuck yeah. Like, create new goals for 2026 and get to work on them. Let the motivation get you going on the consistency and the discipline. Exactly.
Like, ride that motivation. You use it to your advantage.
Hell yeah.
We're going to talk about our goals next week.
Yep.
I love it. Should we talk about our clients of the year?
Of the year. So at our Christmas party.
Yeah.
We gave 3 awesome trophies away to people. No, we gave them. What did we give them?
We gave 5.
Oh, we gave 5. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So we gave 5.
I was like, whoa, who are you cutting from the list?
Yeah, sorry.
I got them a really, really nice tiara from Dollarama and a little button to wear.
And a little button.
And they got an extra drink ticket.
And they did, yeah. Okay, so where do we want to start? Do we want to start with, I don't even remember, how do we name them here? We named...
let's just start with our consistency queen of 2025.
And she was a queen.
So the member who won our consistency queen of 2025 was Malice. Woo! The crowd goes wild.
The hardest worker of the year.
Yeah, well deserved.
Gave this to Jason.
Client Jason. Whoop, whoop. My arch nemesis.
Your arch nemesis, yeah. The breakthrough athlete of the year.
Well deserved.
Who was on the podcast a few weeks ago.
To Liv.
Shout out Liv.
Yeah, girl.
We had 2 others. We had the community MVP of 2025, and that was Jen Pontarelli, who, if you know Jen, if you're listening here, you know
how warm and fuzzy she is.
No matter how her day is going behind the scenes, no matter how many fires she's putting out at home, at work, in life.
She's got lots of kids.
She shows up here with the biggest smile on her face and is always super welcoming.
She talks to every new person. She's, love her. Yeah. Love her.
And then this one was probably the most special award. All of them were great, but this one is very special. We talked about our golden retriever, Max, his legacy. Well, we created this award for the person who really embodies that golden retriever, Max, and we called this the Max Spirit Award, and that was for Eli. So shout out to Eli for earning the Max Spirit Award.
I'm so excited for this tradition.
He is a golden retriever. He is the one that does CrossFit. He is the one many times showed up on Sunday club. And it was just him and I running during the cold weather, during the rainy days, showing up early on Sunday mornings, and then also doing the the group class, and then also getting his kids involved. He's trying really, really hard to get his wife involved, but he's had that impact. He even brought, he came to the locker room many, many times and brought like his neighbor. So he's really just embodied the spirit,
Max spirit
of Max. And so shout out to all of them. Malice for the consistency queen, Jason for the hardest worker, Liv for the breakthrough athlete of the year, Jen Pontarelli for being the community MVP, and then Eli for the Max Spirit Award. We hope that this year you guys enjoyed listening to our podcast. I don't know how many episodes we're in, but we're well over the 100 now. We're probably closer to the 150 marker now.
Yeah, because
which is
April
crazy.
would be like 3 years, right?
Yeah, so we're getting close to 150. This is kind of a weird thing that we do every week. We sit down in these chairs. We talk to each other with a microphone in our face. We just spew out words, and we hope that people are listening
and
to
maybe
this.
It has like either entertainment value or quality or all those things.
Yeah. Whether it's like
I cut them off
in your ears, whether it's in your car, whether it's while you're running. Hi, Lucy. We appreciate each and every one of you guys who listen to this podcast, and I say it a lot, but we love you. And if you haven't yet, make sure you give us a rating and a review. It helps get our podcast out to more people around the world. That's a recap.
That's it. We're done. No more talking about these topics ever again. We're moving on.
Bye-bye. We'll see you in 2026.
Later.
See you.